Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a rear strut on a 2000 Chevy Cavalier. It's the same procedure from the left side to the right side, as well as many of the model years of the Chevy Cavalier. In order to do this repair, you're going to need a jack and jack stands, 19, 18, 13, and 10 millimeter sockets, socket wrench, and an extension, and a long screwdriver or pry bar. Pop your trunk, and we're going to do the right side in this video. Pull down the carpet right below the trunk hinge there, and you're going to find a 13 millimeter nut on a post, and we're going to go ahead and remove that nut. And I'm going to use a 13 millimeter socket and socket wrench to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to fast forward as I take that nut off.
And you want to remove the hubcap with the 19 millimeter socket. And then if you don't have air tools, loosen the lug nuts before you raise the vehicle. Once you have the lug nuts loose, raise and support the vehicle and remove the wheel and tire.
The wheel off, you'll see on the back side there the lower part of the strut, and there's an 18 millimeter bolt that we're going to need to take out. And we're going to go ahead and spray it down with some penetrating oil to make the job a little easier for us. I'm using an 18 millimeter socket on a socket wrench, and I'm going to use a pipe to go over the handle of the socket wrench, give me a little bit more leverage to break that free. And once I've got it free, I'll take the pipe off to be able to swing the wrench a little bit easier. And I'm going to go ahead and fast forward as I take that bolt out. Up inside the wheel well at the top of the strut assembly, you're going to find two 10 millimeter bolts. We're going to need to take those out with a 10 millimeter socket, socket wrench, and extension. And I'm going to go ahead and fast forward as I do that. Take that last bolt out, there you go, and let it drop. Apply a little pressure to the brake drum there and pull the strut assembly out. Here's a side-by-side of the old part and the new part from 1A Auto, an exact fit replacement part. Going back in is a reversal of the process of taking it out. We're going to apply a little downward pressure on that suspension there, feed the single post that had the 13 millimeter nut in the trunk compartment up through its hole, and then start threading on your 10 millimeter bolts that go in through there, and give those get those tightened up. We're going to need to align the bottom of the strut so it fits into the suspension, and I'm using a long flathead screwdriver just to kind of pry it so it gets in there straight. And once that's done, we can go ahead and put that 18 millimeter bolt back through. Use your 18 millimeter socket and socket wrench and tighten that back up. Torque the 18 millimeter about 85 foot-pounds. Back inside the trunk, install that 13 millimeter nut on top of the post on the top of the strut assembly. I'll go ahead and fast forward as I do that. Reinstall your wheel and tighten down your 5 lug nuts. I'll fast forward as I do that. Now go ahead and torque the 5 lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds in a star pattern, and then reinstall your hubcap by aligning the hole in it for the valve stem on your tire, and then tighten them up by hand with your 19 millimeter socket.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.